Okay, so this video is somewhat of an update video to a previous one I made back in Base Rise. The video was on a full support set named Gluttony. It was originally just me trying to see how many support skills with good synergy that I could just like fucking jam into one set, which then just snowballed into a different aim, which was to keep my teammates alive during hard-hitting endgame event quests like the emergency apexes and then the crazy all mother one. But it was also to like help my friends who were new to the game somewhat learn the ropes and get a feel for the game without feeling bad or feeling like they're bad at the game for dying and karting a lot. In terms of the use of this set for right now, I'd say if you're on your anomaly grind to get to like AR 300 and you're more of a multiplayer hunter than a single player hunter, and you're sick and tired of people just fucking running full sprint into a supernovas and burst attacks and just dying on you, or yeah, anything along those lines, then it's quite nice to have this set in your back pocket. I think now is probably the best time to drop this video since the game is almost complete, and each update the skills that were added consisted mostly of damage enhancing skills, comfort skills, or utility, so I doubt that the Malzeno variant coming in June is randomly gonna be different and randomly introduce some like busted up the butt support skill. In terms of the actual build, you can pretty much use whatever armor pieces you want for the most part, which is an extremely crazy sentence on a set building video. There is a core list of skills that you'll need, which will be wide range, recovery up, speed eating, mushroom answer, and free meal. And then in terms of the armor pieces that I picked, I'll give my reasoning for them when I get into that part. I think it's also worth mentioning that the new talisman molding options being busted out the butt completely also allows you to be extremely flexible with what armor pieces you want to choose, so that you can get like max wide range or max recovery up, or even max of both from the same talisman, which frees up a lot of deco space as well, and like allows you to experiment with more armor pieces, a wider variety. For the sake of this video, I'll be showing off my full support set instead of the aggressive support set. This is the talisman I used. The armor pieces I chose for this are the Tempest Crown for the head, which is from Amatsu, the Golden Lumel for my chest, which is from Gold Rathian, the Commission Van Braces and Commission Belt, which you'll need Conqueror Seals to make, which you can get from most MR 5 and 6 quests. And then for the legs, I went with the Tempest Hakama from Amatsu as well. And then, like I said before, I'll give reasoning. I went with the Amatsu head, legs, as well as the Golden Rathian chest for the same reason, utility. I can slot in one more deco of Defiance in order to ignore most roars, wind pressure, tremors, etc, etc. The evade window on the Amatsu head gives me more iframes on my rolls, which is quite nice, and then the one level of Heaven Sent from the legs is also useful since it allows me to sharpen immediately on a switch skill swap. The reason all of that is important is because of uptime and emergency. So like, imagine your teammate is stunned on 1 HP and you're in the middle of the sharpening animation, or you're stunned by a roar, or you just get fucking smacked sideways because you couldn't roll through an attack or something along those lines. Your teammate's essentially dead, they're fucked. They're not making it out. So utility skills like these ones are quite nice because they allow you to have more damage uptime as well as more reliable and consistent support. Here's the commissioner pieces because they give me full mushroom answer combined with max speed eating, which is extremely nice. Mushroom answer basically allows you to eat certain types of mushrooms found all over the maps you're going to be hunting on. And in terms of the mushrooms, blue mushroom acts as a potion, mandragora acts as a max potion. Keep in mind you can carry 10 of those, so you can effectively have 12 max potions at once and potentially more if you get lucky with your free meal procs. Then nitro shrooms act as demon drugs and parashrooms act as armor skin. The thing to take note of here is, unfortunately, they don't stack with mega demon drugs and mega armor skin. Those will just be objectively better, but it's still nice to have. Then the excite shrooms, they act as dash juice, and toadstools act as an immunizer. For those wondering, the thing that makes this skill so valuable is that it's a very quick bite animation when you eat a mushroom, which when you compare to the animations of drinking a potion or even dash juice or an immunizer, it's significantly quicker. With speed eating, it's basically instant. So you basically get instant rapid heals on buffs that can keep up with the relentless nature of endgame threats like fucking Risen Shaggaroo, Risen Blastrix. Those types of like aggressive, like relentless, they're gonna stay on you and they're not gonna let up type of monsters. In terms of weapons, I usually go with Hunting Horn or SNS Hunting Horn because, you know, further buffs and support. Specifically the Magma Marlow Hunting Horn because there's some really good defensive support zones. And then in terms of SNS, it's just because you can consume items with your weapon now, so it's back to that whole thing of reliable, consistent, and quick. But you can pretty much use this with any weapon that isn't very skill reliant, skill heavy. This is the skill list for my full support build. In terms of my aggressive support build, I usually just try and pump my raw attack as high as possible, because crit is fine, but I get most of the damage from my shockwaves and my eggs, so the sonic bloom. So raw is gonna be a lot of the time more useful for me personally. I think that's about it. I was planning on doing a Palamute breakdown video next, but I have a feeling that the update in June, the Marzeno variant, is probably gonna bring a melee weapon with 300 raw attack for Palamutes, so similar to how Amatsu brought the 300 raw but ranged. So I'll hold off a bit on that video. In terms of next, probably gonna do a video on my Grinder S builds because I've been trying to like make it work for a very long time, but it was never very much. It was never like fluid enough or comfortable enough or like enjoyable enough to actually like make work. But now that Heaven Sent is in the game, it's a lot more comfortable, a lot more fluid, very enjoyable. So yeah, that's about it. I feel as if I'm probably forgetting something, but it is what it is.